juice. The juice.
Bringing you all the hip-hop and R&B you need to get you through the week.
On your party station, Z89.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? It's The Juice. You're listening to Brittany and
Dwayne.
And here we got the infamous, the legend, Jadakiss.
Y'all be quiet. I'm doing an interview.
All right, so Jadakiss, I heard, just to start you off, I was talking to your friend over there, and you've always had a love for SU. It was you versus him. He kind of like repped Georgetown. Do you still love SU? I see you got you decked out in the gear.
Death, baby, I'm SU to the casket drop.
How'd you feel about
Early SU though. I'm before your time. I'm Ron Cycli and Derek Coleman and Billy Thompson and Stevie Thompson and Sherman Douglas and Earl the Pearl and all of them. Rest in peace, rest his soul. Earl the Pearl, it's away, but yeah, Mello, Eric Devendorf.
Mm-hmm. Even though Mello
Jerry
transferred here, Mello was
Oak Hill. He came here, won
win
the
the
chip.
championship.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters. He came here, got the chip, and went to the NBA. You know,
Right.
Everybody ain't fortunate enough to do the whole 4 years. Some of us gotta, make that sacrifice for our family. And that's what he had to do, and it's all good.
So I feel like tonight's performance, it was a great performance, by the way.
Thank you.
And last year we made it to the Final Four, and I feel like that performance might just be like our jump start. Like maybe we're gonna actually make it to like the
I was there in
championships this
Houston,
year.
by the way.
No
Oh, okay.
way.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was there. Know what I mean? This thing is serious. I bleed orange for real. But yeah, hopefully that was the motivation. The pre-season motivation that stays in the guys and girls' minds and in their hearts and helps them, make it to the tournament and do good in it. I'm glad they threw us in the ACC. It's a real tough competition, but it's a great conference to be in.
Absolutely. So the political climate right now is a little crazy, and you've always kind of been an activist and someone who really speaks true from the heart and says it how it is. How do you feel about the future of our country?
If you are paying any attention to the debates and the campaigns going on right now, you see we got Hillary, the front runner, and we got the Donald, talking a bunch of nonsense, just being a big ass in front of the screen to America, and just really saying a lot of idiotic comments and things towards different genres and ethnic backgrounds and things of that nature. So it's just important to this campaign is important for the individual to just be mindful of what's going on. I'm not too crazy about Hillary. I'm definitely not crazy about Donald, but it's just time for people to realize, where we at as a people and what's going on in America, to just be mindful. Hillary is probably the better candidate out of the two, but it's still not everything for us as a people. So just be mindful.
All right, so while we're on like the whole subject of like society and politics, we saw that you recently tweeted that you liked Birth of a Nation.
Yeah, I went to see that the first day. Actually, my son went to see it when it was released at 12 that night, or 12 a.m., when it got released on Thursday, which was turning into Friday. So after I worked out with my crew, I went to see the matinee the very next day.
All right, everybody. So we'll be back with a little bit more from Jadakiss right here on your party station Z89.
We're supposed to be expecting a mixtape from you, Freddie versus Jason with Fabulous.
Yeah, Freddie versus Jason will be out, I say, 2 weeks to a month.
Amazing. And how are you releasing that? And we got iTunes.
It's only gonna be digital. It's gonna be about an 8 to 10 song digital. It's gonna have a nice campaign going with it. Nice merch. A lot of merchandise. Few pop-up shops. It's gonna have a tour. It's gonna have some nice heat around the project. I also got a new Locks album coming out after that, and then a new Jadakiss solo after that. So you're gonna hear a lot of me. Yeah, I'm definitely putting in a lot of work.
That's good. It seems like that's like the new wave now. A lot of things are more digital and more streaming, and
the attention span is shorter, and people, you drop a body at work and people want something else the next day. So you just gotta oversaturate yourself with material, and that, you know, it becomes a.
Would you say that's
helps
taking
you.
away from the quality of hip hop?
I mean, for certain individuals will make a lot of music with less substance, but somebody like myself will make less music with more substance. You know what I mean? So
Right, absolutely.
you'll get a gumbo of different substances.
Well, have you seen Waka Flocka released a video saying that old heads or the OGs in the game are kind of like hating on the younger rappers coming up, the little Uzi Verts, those kind
A
of
lot
deals?
of them are, but fortunately, myself and my brothers, we embrace the new stuff. You know what I mean? Uzi is my little brother. I speak to him a few times a week, a few times a month, as well as a lot of the other new artists. So that's what helps us.
I know.
Besides still being able to be, you know, rap at a high standard, we embrace a lot of the new talent, and that besides giving them jewels and being big brothers to them and letting them know the in and outs of the game, it also helps us because we don't get that hate. You know, we don't get that with the OGs that hate on the young, the new
Right.
talent. We're some of them that embrace them and do songs with them and do shows with them. And
So, as you might know, over the summer there was the whole Troy Ave thing and the whole shooting, and after that there were so many people that were coming out and they were saying that they felt that hip hop was stirring up a lot of different violence, but so many other people who are in hip hop are saying that that's just not the case at all. Do you understand where both sides are coming from? Where do you stand on that?
I understand when something happens in hip hop, they're gonna make it a big thing. That's just we're the genre of music that gets all the blame for everything. If you watch hip hop, we the only people that they make down south hip hop and East Coast, and they don't do that with country or R&B or none of that. So they setting us up to go against each other from the start. So like I said a little while before, you got to be mindful. You know what I mean? Troy Ave had a situation. That's just one situation. That's not for you to stereotype the whole culture of hip hop as violent because one thing happened. You know what I mean?
Stay tuned. We're coming back with more with Jadakiss. It's lit in the studio. Let's get back with Jadakiss. I was reading again the Freshman XL cover, and G Herbo mentioned you. Do you have a relationship with G Herbo? He had mentioned you as you being like one of the greatest and really respecting you, saying that you spoke from the heart and that you don't sugarcoat things. Who else right now is like maybe your favorite like freshman to come into the rap game?
No, I embrace it all. I love all of the new talent because it's keeping the culture going. It's good for the culture. You know what I mean? It's a competitive sport, so people gonna rate and compare artists and compare sales and compare Bentleys and things of that nature. But everybody that's coming out and getting in the system and doing, you know, making music, that's keeping the hip hop genre and the culture strong. So, you know what I mean? Is all of it my cup of tea? No, but just for doing it, I embrace it all because it keeps going.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You talked a little bit about, all the new projects you got coming up. You're releasing the mixtape very soon. What kind of gets you in the zone for writing your verses? What gets you right in the head? You look in the mirror,
Just the people, you know, like being here tonight and going in the stands. I took as many pictures. I probably took all of them. I took as many pictures as I could take, signed as many autographs. I try to do every last one. So just to be able to make the people's day, that's what gets me going. You know, of course I need money to pay my bills and take care of my family and live the life that I want to live, but to touch the people is better than anything, more than any materialism or any materialistic thing or even money of that nature. Just to see the face that people make when they, you know, to see me, or the effort they go out to take a picture or get a hug or a handshake from me, that keeps me wanting to make the music.
So a last kind of thing is, what other things besides, rap have you been up to? Are you reading any new? I know you said you watched the movies. Are you reading any new books?
I mean, we got the Juice bars. We just opened a new one in Brooklyn.
The Juice.
Juices for Life
There we
on Malcolm
go.
X Boulevard. And yeah, I'm trying to do some voiceover things.
Like for an animated series kind of thing?
Animated series, commercials, things of that nature.
You definitely always had a unique voice.
Definitely. So, that's like my next transition that I'm working on. besides opening up all these juice bars.
All right, so we'll all be looking forward to whatever you've got coming up next.
All right.
Jadakiss on the juice.
All right, everybody, give it up for Jadakiss.
Woo!
All right, thank you for coming out, Jadakiss.
Thanks so much. Stay tuned for the Freddie vs. Jason mixtape. That'll be dropping within the next week. Fabulous and Jadakiss featured on that joint.
All right, but we still got some more time in our show, so you don't want to miss what's coming up. We still have some more of your favorite songs right here on your party station, Z89.
This is The Juice on your party station, Z89.